My name is David Brevik, and I'm the CEO of Gazillion.
So David, what are you guys showing new here at GDC with Marvel Heroes?
So today we're showing off and releasing Iceman. Comes to Marvel Heroes today. We're very excited about that, as well as Punisher is getting a giant update, and he has a bunch of new skills, including his battle band comes out and stuff. So that's mainly what we're showing, and in the next few weeks we also have achievements are coming and a new raid.
So talk about your journey from over this last year, from 2013 to 14. What's that been like for your game?
It's been a wild ride, I'll say that. And the game's come a long ways. It's much better now than it's ever been, and the game is vastly improved from launch. Our Metacritic has been raised quite a bit, 23 points or something like that, from 58 to an 81. So the game is really, really improved. We added a lot of characters. We've added a lot of content. It has a deep end game now. Has lots of options. There's 45 heroes to choose from now, so it's come a long ways. It's a much different game now than it was.
Now talk about the raid you just implemented into your game. How does that work?
So raiding is just like raiding in other MMOs, in that the first raid is a Surtur, was part of Asgard. And so you take 10 people and they go into the zone, and there are mechanically intense fights between bosses. I think there are 5 encounters in the first raid, and the new raid is going to take place in Genosha, and the end boss is Red Skull Onslaught.
So can you go through what is involved when you're trying to add a new hero to your game?
First there's a giant free-for-all about what we're going to do, and the cage match ends. Last one standing gets to choose, and so once we've decided what to do, then we sit down and kind of work on a concept, figure out the feasibility. Maybe there are some new engineering that's required for, let's say if we did Rogue or something like that, then we have to make sure that we have this dream of what she could be. Can we get the engineering to support it? Sometimes that's needed, sometimes it's not. And then we have a paper design that takes a couple weeks to work on, and then implementation starts, and then it's kind of a rigid process from there of working on doing the actual powers and mechanically putting them in the game and getting all the visual effects and animation and things like that, as well as all the costumes made and the looks for the character, and getting that all approved by Marvel.
So if you could put any character in the game right now with no hassles, no battles, who would it be?
Oh my God. That's a great question. I don't really have an answer. I don't know. I don't know.
Can I pick 10?
I don't know. I mean, I think that there are characters that I would like to see in the game, but we haven't quite figured out all the ways to do it. Like Black Bolt, I think would be really fun to put in the game, but I don't really, making his gameplay is going to be kind of difficult, and the voiceover work would probably be pretty easy. But I would like to see Wasp in the game as a hero, but so there are some characters in there that I would really like to see, but mechanically we haven't quite figured out the design for yet.
Last question is, any plans for a future console release?
That sounds like fun. I think that I get asked this almost every day, and I think that it would make a lot of sense for it to go to console, but we haven't announced anything.